Congratulations. If you're watching this, then you've either graduated or you're a young adult about to step out into this world and do some big things on your own. I know this comes with a lot of freedom, and some of y'all out here getting lit and going to the parties. Some of y'all are even visiting the colleges that you're going to attend next semester. But as a graduate myself, I got 6 key pieces of advice that'll help those of us that are feeling lost or uncertain about their next step. Number 1 piece of advice: learn how to cook. This one is simple. I'm gonna assume that y'all are 18, right? The amount of 18-year-old grown men that I've come across that can barely put a pot of water to boil is frankly astonishing. But look, I'm not here to diss y'all. I'm not the best cook myself, but I'm just saying it's all about sustenance, you know, the ability to provide for yourself without your mother's cooking. And when I tell my friends this, everyone has always got the excuse, oh, Steve, I'm gonna go find a woman. She gonna cook everything for me. She gonna cook, clean, do all that. But like, none of y'all are looking for love out here. Everybody's doing relationships just for fun. So at this point in time, I know you're not about to have a woman cooking and cleaning for you. You're on your own, and you gotta live for yourself and acquire these skills to where a woman's gonna want you to be that soulmate, and then she'll cook for you. And a lot of y'all got your mothers and your grandmothers to fulfill that role for you, but eventually you're gonna have to fly out the nest, whether that be you're going off to college or you're moving out and getting your own spot. But yeah, just put yourself ahead of the game. Use those resources while you got them, because my grandmother passed away, and I wish I was at her hips learning so that her demise didn't mean the death of so many family recipes. Please, for the sake of me, for the sake of you, matter of fact, wake up tomorrow morning, oil up a pan and crack a couple eggs in that bad boy, and you're gonna get started. Everybody starts somewhere, you know? Oh, and for those of you wondering, yes, I will be wearing my cap and gown this whole video because I spent too much money on this, so I've only worn it the once. So we gonna drag it. We gonna get a second use out this. Double the trouble. But anyways, let's move on to the next piece of advice. Step number 2, look into a trade or a paid internship. No cap, a TWIC card or an OSHA certificate could take you as far as a college degree can. And I mean that with the utmost sincerity. So hear me out. You're young and you're full of potential, right? You was okay in high school, so naturally everyone just assumes that you're going to go to college. But like I said, you're young. Your mind isn't 100% sure about anything. Your mind, your body, your sense of self, it's all still developing, right? So you just end up picking a random major that an old head from around the way said, oh, that could make you some money. But your heart's not into it, so you're trying to figure out an alternative. But this whole time, you're being taxed, receiving fees, dues, balances, whilst amounting a crippling amount of debt that may accrue interest years after you graduated. Overall, I'm not really here to bash college. It's a good option, a solid route, but it's only good for the people that already know what they want to do. But more times than not, you ask a 17, 18, even a 20-year-old what they want to accomplish in life, they're going to have a hard time conjuring up that answer. Because how can you devote yourself to just one thing when you haven't even gotten the chance to go out there and experience life itself? I don't think college is the right place to be exploring that when you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars at play. So if you can find yourself a program like IBEW, or you could go to a technical college and learn some skills without taking on that financial burden, then that's terrific. You already succeed in life. You could get a TWIC card and learn welding, HVAC, plumbing, and a lot of these careers, they offer paid internship programs. So you can get paid while you're learning, so you can stack up just in case this isn't something that you want to do for life. Step number 3, upgrade that hygiene. So boom, we're growing from boys to men, so there's a lot of stuff that we can't get away with as far as hygiene, right? So I'm present this to you like I'm on GQ. So these are my essentials to stay healthy and clean as a 19-year-old content creator. Numero uno, we got the lotion. We got the lotion on deck. Now, as a fairly dark-skinned individual, I do tend to get ashy. And you know, sometimes I gotta moisturize the skin, make sure everything's properly hydrated. That's a given. Object number 2, we got the Dr. Squatch soap. This smells so good. Like, I wish y'all could smell it through the camera, but it's this one, the Coastal Mist. I like to get this one. It just smells like ocean. It just smells like ocean. That's the simplest way I could put it. Keeping up with that theme, we got number 3, and these are deodorants. All of them have the same smell profile, basically. This a full body spray, and this a roll-on. I'll mix these together whenever I'm going out somewhere. This one right here is more powerful, so I use it for when I'm exercising, lifting weights, that type of stuff. And then, of course, you gotta keep you a thing of toothpaste. I either have this one or the Arm & Hammer, or usually both in the bathroom, and I just mix and match, or use both depending on how I'm feeling, honestly. And then we got the colognes. My friends be having the Versace, the Burberry, the all of that, but my price range ain't built for that. So you gonna get you some Moves, Adidas, this right here, this the one. And then Roof Sport. You know I love this one because I got a tingle drop lift. And then Late Night Drive, this from Hollister. All of these are like below $20, so ain't no excuse just to have you something nice without the high end tier, you know. Now, whenever I start getting a little money in my pocket, then yeah, you gonna see me with the Versace, you gonna see me with the whole cologne collection. That's one of my goals. Last but not least, we got a pack of condoms. Just keep these on you, cause some folks be having that stuff. So safe sex is the way. Don't ever say I ain't never taught you nothing. I'm just looking out. And speaking of protection, for all my folks out here that decided to take thug way out, please keep one of these on you, cause I can't have my friends going outside. I can't have y'all catching a belt and then I gotta go on Instagram and post long live so and so and rest in peace to this and that. I can't. Please don't make me do that. So keep that eye on you, you know. What you young folks like to say, stay dangerous. You know, I got that chain on me. Come and take it. Come and take it. I do not participate, nor do I condone such activities. I am a law-abiding citizen. Step number 4, get started on building your credit. As a young adult, I cannot stress to you about how important your credit score is here in America. And since a lot of y'all are just now unlocking the potential to manage your credit score, I'm going to spit some game at y'all so y'all don't fumble the ball. So basically, what a credit score boils down to is how much a company can trust you. And you're going to have to earn that trust. I don't care if you're buying a home, leasing a car, or taking out a loan. And there are people out there far more intelligent than me that could explain what a credit score is in further detail. But I'm just here to explain to you how to build it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to download Credit Karma, right? You're going to fill in all your information, your email, your name, your social security, all that good stuff. They're going to set you up with the account. And sometimes a lot of bank accounts have that information. Like if you have Wells Fargo, they already show you your credit score. So you can check out that way too. But I like Credit Karma because it got everything all in the same place. This is not a sponsorship, by the way. I just like using the app. Back to what I was talking about. Your initial score is going to vary. Usually it starts out in the 600s, in the mid 600s. Unless your dad put you down for a Hellcat that he always missed payments on before he went and left to get the milk, then I don't know what to tell you. But to boost your score, you're going to have to order a card and it's going to come in the mail, right? But how our credit card works is a company will give you a monthly spending limit and then you pay off however much you use at the end of the month. So for the sake of keeping math simple, we're going to use $100 as our spending limit for this. Mind you, this is not free money. This is money that you're going to have to pay back. So what you're going to want to do is spend a small amount out of that 100 and pay it back in full. What I recommend in that situation is spending $10 and leaving the rest of the 90 alone so the banks could think, he borrows very little and he always pays it back on time. That's somebody we could trust. Let's increase his credit because of his consistency. Now, the rule of thumb is to keep your spending below 30%, but even that could be a little high sometimes depending on your credit history. Now, even if you spend $95 and you pay it all back, your credit score still might go down because it gives the impression that you're over-relying on a loan. Now, if you use a high percentage of the money and you only pay back the minimum payments, then I don't know what to tell you because the minimum payments is them trying to trap you by having you pay a little over time while they accrue interest on the rest of the money that you still owe them. So at that point, you're just snowballing yourself into credit card debt, and that could be a vicious cycle. So if you do get into that habit and you build up some debt, I never told you anything about credit card. But I don't want to bore y'all with all this credit talk. We'll move on to the next subject. Number 5, get a gym membership. Now, this goes without saying, but getting into good shape is one of the best things you could do for your future self. And now that you're still young, you got the mobility and the energy, so take advantage of it while you still have it. If you start working out now, that'll lead to a longer and healthier lifestyle. You could be lit and outside till you're 65. But if you let your body deteriorate, you'll pile up on medical bills. You won't even be able to move around and play with your kids like you want to, you know? Now, let's take a step back and forget about the future for a sec. Getting in shape is just a natural cheat code for life in general. You'll be boosting your blood flow, thus having more energy. You could challenge yourself and set new milestones so you could learn discipline while simultaneously rewarding yourself with a better body. So with that being said, I won't spend too much time on this topic because everybody knows the benefits of exercising. Just give it a try. You might fall in love with it. I wasn't working out till my senior year of high school, and now I go to the gym. I try to go 4 or 5 times a week. It's fun. Last but not least, the final topic that we'll be talking about. First thing that you'll need to do to be a successful young adult is fill out
a job application.
Yes, that's right. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's Chick-fil-A. You need something. You need some source of income that'll make everything that I said before possible. You'll need money to maintain your hygiene, to pay for that gym membership, to get a TWIC card, a credit card, and ingredients for damn sure ain't cheap, so you'll need money to cook too. Nothing in this life is free, so even if you have to do part-time so you can focus the rest of your efforts on achieving your dreams, then go ahead and do that. But just always make sure that you have a little something on the side for a rainy day, because life will creep up on you and it'll take you for everything that you've got without warning. Whew. Hey, listen, thank y'all for watching this video. I really hope that y'all enjoyed it. And if you did, consider hitting that subscribe button and checking out my other stuff. I'm Steve Amakar, and thank you for sharing your time with me. So up now. So up now. So right now before we get to 1 million. So right now before we get to 10 million. So right now before we touch the ceiling. Oh. So up now.
So up now. So up now, I ain't begging cause I'm telling. So up now. Wait, why are you still listening? Click the next video.